What if everything you've prayed for is finally here? The struggles you've faced, the sacrifices you've made, God is about to turn it all into a financial breakthrough beyond your imagination. You've waited long enough, and this is your confirmation. Your time is now. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes I'll show you how your sacrifices are unlocking divine wealth. But first, declare your faith. Hit like, subscribe, and drop now in the comments if you're ready to step into your blessing. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Your sacrifices are unlocking divine wealth. The sacrifices you made are unlocking doors in heaven. The struggles you endured were not random. The financial lack, the sleepless nights, the moments when you gave all you had, those were seeds. Seeds planted in faith, watered with tears, and now they are about to bear fruit. This is not just about surviving, it's about thriving. God saw every sacrifice. He saw when you gave, even when it hurt. He saw when you stayed faithful, even when the world told you to quit. And now heaven is responding. The wealth of the wicked is being transferred. The floodgates of abundance are opening. Your time is now. Do you understand what this means? It means that your sacrifices are speaking for you in the spiritual realm. They have power, they have purpose, and now they have produced a reward that no enemy can steal. This isn't just any reward. It's financial, divine, and unstoppable. Some people didn't believe you. They doubted your choices. They called you foolish for holding on to faith when things looked impossible. But they didn't see what God saw. They didn't know that every no you accepted was making room for a greater yes. They didn't realize that the challenges you faced were aligning you with supernatural provision. This wealth isn't just for your benefit, it's for God's glory. He's giving you resources to expand, to build, to bless others. He's turning every moment of lack into a testimony of abundance. What you gave in private, He will reward in public. What you sacrificed in silence, He will multiply in the open. Not everyone is ready for this. Not everyone can handle divine wealth. It requires discipline. It requires faith. And that's why God allowed the struggle to prepare you, to shape you, to ensure that when the blessings came, you would know how to manage them. You didn't endure those sacrifices for nothing. The reward isn't just coming, it's already in motion. Can you feel it? The shift has already begun. Your account is being credited with favor. Your storehouses are being filled. The divine wealth God is sending will not only meet your needs, but overflow into blessings that will silence every critic and shame every enemy. This is your season. Your sacrifices have activated it. The abundance is yours. Get ready to receive. Chapter 2. Challenges that refined your reward. The road here wasn't easy. You faced resistance. Doors were slammed in your face. Opportunities were stolen. At times, it felt like the entire world was against you. Every challenge was preparing you for this moment. Why were you targeted so relentlessly? Why did you face so much loss, so much rejection? It wasn't because you were forgotten, it was because you were chosen. The enemy recognized your potential before you did. That's why he attacked your finances. That's why he made survival feel like an uphill battle. But what he didn't understand is that every trial was sharpening you. Every loss was teaching you. God was using your challenges as a furnace to refine you, to purify your faith, and to make sure you were ready for the blessings He was preparing. And those blessings are financially explosive. God doesn't give abundance to just anyone. He doesn't pour out wealth where it will be wasted or misused. He reserves it for those who have been tested, those who have been through the fire and emerged stronger. That's you. Every challenge was proof of your calling. Every rejection was a sign that you're being prepared for something bigger than you imagined. Will you allow those past challenges to break you or build you? Will you focus on the pain of what you endured or the promise of what's coming? Because what's coming is divine wealth ordained specifically for you. This isn't just money, it's provision, It's overflow, it's freedom. God is about to bless you in ways that will not only restore what was lost, but multiply it. He's about to use your story to make a statement. This is what happens when I reward my chosen ones. But don't forget, this wealth is tied to purpose. It's not just about luxury, it's about mission. It's about expanding the kingdom, breaking generational curses, and creating opportunities for others. God trusted you with challenges because He knew you'd remain faithful. And now He's trusting you with resources because He knows you'll use them for His glory. You didn't suffer for nothing. You didn't endure for no reason. Your reward is closer than you think. It's not just coming, it's being unleashed. Prepare your heart. Prepare your mind, because when God pours out His abundance, there will be no stopping what He has set in motion for you. Chapter 3. God is turning the tables. Enough waiting. Enough watching others thrive while you struggled in silence. The season of lack is over. God is turning the tables, and this time you're the one rising. They thought you were finished. They thought the sacrifices you made were foolish. They didn't understand what was happening behind the scenes. While they judged your struggles, heaven was preparing your reward. Every moment of doubt, every laugh behind your back, every time they wrote you off, God was taking notes. And now, He's moving, not quietly, not secretly, publicly, visibly. The kind of blessings that make people stop and take notice. The kind of financial breakthrough that silences even your loudest critics. They thought they had the upper hand, but God's favor is flipping the script. Do you understand what's happening? This isn't just a blessing, it's a testimony, a display of what happens when God defends His chosen ones. This isn't just about you, it's about showing the world His power, His faithfulness, His ability to take the last and make them first. God is using your story to make a statement. Your financial transformation will leave no room for doubt. This is my chosen one, and I take care of my own. The tables are turning so dramatically that even your enemies will have no choice but to recognize God's hand in your life. But listen carefully, this isn't revenge, it's restoration. God isn't blessing you to prove anyone wrong. He's blessing you to fulfill His promise. Every sacrifice you made, every tear you cried, every dream you thought was lost, it's all coming back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. More than enough. Overflow. This is not the time to shrink back. This is not the time to apologize for your blessings. You earned this. You endured for this. You stayed faithful when it would have been easier to give up. And now God is honoring you openly. Wear your blessings boldly. They are a sign of His favor. Let them watch, let them talk. What's happening in your life is undeniable. The wealth coming your way will not only meet your needs, but establish you as a pillar, a leader, a testimony of what it means to stay faithful under pressure. The tables have turned. The blessings are yours. The wealth is yours, and no one can take it from you. Chapter 4. Divine wealth has a purpose. The wealth God is sending your way isn't random. It's intentional. It has a purpose. This isn't about materialism or status. It's about mission. God doesn't bless His chosen ones for show. He blesses them for impact. Every dollar, every resource, every opportunity is being entrusted to you because God knows you'll use it wisely. He knows your heart. He saw you remain faithful when you had nothing. He watched you give when others hoarded. And now He's rewarding you with a wealth that carries divine purpose. What will you do with what God is giving you? This isn't just about personal gain. This is about breaking barriers. It's about lifting others. It's about proving that God's chosen ones don't just survive, they transform the world around them. Think back to your sacrifices, the nights you prayed for provision, the times you had to choose faith over fear. Those moments weren't just tests, they were preparations. God was teaching you how to handle lack, so you'd know how to manage abundance. Now that the overflow is coming, don't forget the lessons you learned. This wealth isn't coming to everyone. It's reserved, it's exclusive, It's for those who stayed faithful, who remained obedient, who didn't turn their backs when things got hard. That's why God is choosing you. He trusts you. He sees your heart. He knows that you'll honor him with this blessing. And make no mistake, this is bigger than you. The blessings pouring into your life will overflow to your family, your community, and beyond. You're not just receiving wealth, you're becoming a vessel for it, a channel for God's goodness to flow through. But hear this warning, don't get distracted. The enemy will try to make you misuse what God has given. He'll tempt you to settle for personal comfort instead of divine purpose. Don't fall for it. Stay focused. Remember who you are. Remember why you're being blessed. This is your time to rise, not just financially, but spiritually. God is using this wealth to establish his chosen ones as leaders, as examples, as proof of his faithfulness. The abundance coming your way is meant to build, to expand, to bless. Don't let it stop with you. You're not just being rewarded, you're being entrusted. This is divine wealth with divine purpose. Use it wisely. The world is watching. Chapter 5. Your wealth will be your testimony. Look around. The same people who doubted you are still watching. They haven't stopped talking. They haven't stopped judging. They're about to witness what happens when God rewards his chosen ones. This isn't just about you anymore. What God is doing in your life is bigger than your needs, bigger than your dreams, and bigger than your struggles. It's about showing the world that his promises are unshakable. The financial blessings coming your way are not just provision. They are proof. Proof that faith pays off. Proof that sacrifice leads to abundance. Proof that God's chosen ones never lose. Get ready, because this kind of blessing can't be hidden. It will be public. It will be undeniable. God is positioning you to stand out, to shine, to silence every lie that was spoken against you. Those who mocked your sacrifices will see your reward. Those who laughed at your struggles will witness your breakthrough, and they won't be able to deny that God's hand is on you. But let's make one thing clear. This isn't about showing off. This is about showing up. God is using your wealth to make a statement, to declare that his favor is real, that his promises are true, and that his chosen ones are never forgotten. When people see the abundance in your life, they won't just see you, they'll see him. Do you understand the power of what's happening? Your financial transformation isn't just personal, it's prophetic. It's a message to the world that God's chosen ones are protected, provided for, and positioned for greatness. This is bigger than success. This is about legacy. It's about leaving a mark that outlives you. And yes, your enemies will notice. They'll see the wealth, they'll see the favor, they'll see the overflow. But what they won't see is a reason to explain it away. Because what's happening in your life isn't logical, it's spiritual, it's divine, and it's unstoppable. So stand firm, walk boldly. The wealth God is giving you is your testimony. It's proof that staying faithful wasn't a waste. It's proof that sacrifices turn into blessings. And it's proof that God never breaks a promise. You are the evidence. Your wealth is the proof, and the world is watching. Make it count. Chapter 6. Your victory is unstoppable. Look at where you are now. The sacrifices, the struggles, the nights when quitting felt easier than believing. Yet here you stand, on the edge of a breakthrough so massive that no one, not even your enemies, can stop it. What God has planned for you cannot be blocked. No force, no opposition, no enemy can interfere with what heaven has already set in motion. You've endured too much, you've given too much, and now the wealth coming your way is unstoppable. It's not just for you, it's a display of God's faithfulness to his chosen ones. They tried to delay you. They whispered lies, hoping you'd give up. They threw obstacles in your path, thinking they could break you. But they didn't realize that every attack only made you stronger. Every closed door only pushed you closer to the open ones. And now their schemes are powerless against the favor of God. This victory is bigger than finances. It's spiritual. It's a shift in your life that no one can deny. The abundance God is pouring out isn't just meeting your needs. It's overflowing, overtaking, and silencing every voice that said you couldn't make it. Your wealth isn't just a reward. It's a weapon against poverty, a weapon against doubt, a weapon against every lie the enemy tried to plant in your heart. And now that weapon is in your hands, ready to transform your life and the lives of those around you. So let them watch. Let them question. Let them wonder how you've risen so high when they did everything to hold you down. The answer is simple. You are chosen, and no one can stop what God has ordained. Stand tall. Stand proud. You've earned this victory through faith, through endurance, through unwavering obedience, and now no force on earth can take it from you. Your reward is here. Your wealth is flowing. Your victory is unstoppable. Step into it boldly. The world is watching, and heaven is celebrating. Chapter 7. Get ready to receive and reign. The blessings are coming, but here's the question. Are you ready to handle them? This isn't just about receiving divine wealth. It's about managing it, growing it, and using it for the purpose God has set before you. Abundance requires preparation. Favor requires responsibility. God didn't bring you this far for you to squander what He's giving you. The wealth coming your way is a tool, not just a trophy. It's a resource to build, to expand, to create legacies. What you're about to receive isn't temporary. It's meant to establish you as a steward, a leader, a testimony to the world of what God does for His chosen ones. But preparation is key. What will you do with what God places in your hands? Will you let it flow through you to bless others? Will you invest it wisely, ensuring it multiplies for future generations? Or will you let distractions and selfish ambitions drain what was meant to grow? The enemy will try to interfere. He'll attempt to make you doubt your ability to handle this season. He'll whisper lies, trying to convince you that you're not ready, that you're not worthy, that you'll fail. God doesn't make mistakes. He chose you for this blessing because He knows you can carry it. He's equipped you with wisdom, endurance, and faith for this moment. This is bigger than you. It's not just about living comfortably. It's about advancing God's kingdom. It's about lifting others, breaking chains of lack, and showing the world that divine wealth is real and powerful. This is your time to reign, but reigning starts with responsibility. So, prepare your heart. Prepare your mind. Start thinking like the ruler God has called you to be. This isn't just wealth, it's a calling. And when you step into it with faith and purpose, there's no limit to what God will do through you. The blessings are here. The responsibility is yours. Get ready to receive and get ready to reign. Chapter 8. Step into your divine reward. It's time. The sacrifices you made, the challenges you endured, and the faith you held on to, they have all led to this moment. God is delivering the reward He promised. Divine wealth is yours. This is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of a new season. A season of abundance, a season where every tear, every loss, every struggle is transformed into blessings so great they will overflow into every part of your life. You are no longer fighting to survive. You are stepping into victory. Look around. Those who doubted you are watching. Those who mocked your faith are silent. They can't deny what's happening. The financial breakthrough God is giving you isn't just a reward, it's a declaration. You are His chosen one, and this is your time. Now, rise up. Walk boldly in your blessings. Take the wealth God has given you and use it with purpose, with confidence, with faith. You are unstoppable. You are favored. You are chosen. Your reward is here. Claim it. Share it. Show the world what happens when God's chosen ones are lifted. Before you go, don't miss this opportunity to stay connected to messages that empower and transform. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Let's spread this truth together, because the blessings coming your way aren't just for you. They're meant to inspire the world. And remember, you are chosen, you are unstoppable, and your best days are ahead. Thank you for being here. Stay strong, stay faithful, and until next time, walk boldly in your blessings.